1 year ago today, I would not have been holding this with my bare hands. That's because 1 year ago, this was fresh cow manure. Now it's compost. It looks and smells just like regular garden soil, and it really doesn't have any odor. I'm visiting Peterson's dairy farm just outside Appleton, Wisconsin, for a closer look at compost. Brothers Steve and Mark are the third generation to run this farm. Years ago, they started turning cow manure into compost as a way to carefully manage a resource that every dairy farm has in abundance. They sell it to the public by the bucket or by the yard and have built up a loyal customer base, myself included. I spoke with Mark Peterson to learn what it takes to make good compost.
We milk about 50 cows, and we have some dry cows, and the heifers about the same number of heifers besides that. We farm about 200 acres altogether with some rented land and stuff like that.
So Mark, I understand that the milk here goes to Simon's Cheese.
Yeah, correct. One of the closest producers to the cheese factory, and so we've been there for been 30 or 40 years. We've been shipping our milk there.
30 to 40 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great relationship.
Yeah. It's changed over the years, but the dairy industry has changed, so it's been working out. Yeah.
How long have you been turning the cow manure here into compost?
We started back in 1995 making compost. We worked with Kevin Erb from the University of Wisconsin quite closely over the years, and he was a big help to us getting started. And so we started back then. We have a license by both the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources as well as the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture.
That's very interesting. I didn't know you need a license for such a thing.
Yeah, very much so. They want to make sure you're doing a good job of it. And they want to make sure you're not contaminating the ground or surface water and stuff like that. So they occasionally pay us a visit just to see how things are going. And we do good work, so we're comfortable with them looking over our shoulder.
Mark, why is the compost from your cow's manure just really a good product for gardeners?
Well, it's a nice natural way to amend their soil. You're adding the nutrients from the cow manure as well as the organic matter, so it would actually help loosen up the hard clay soils. And if you'd have sandy soil, it adds organic matter and increases the water holding capacity of your sand soils as well.
So you really can't go wrong with using it.
It's a very nice soil amendment. You can't beat it. And some of it we mix half and half with topsoil for people with their raised beds, so they can fill their empty beds with our raised bed mix. And we go through quite a bit of that as well.
So Mark, as a gardener, I'm wondering, is all compost the same, or do you have any attention put into like the pH balance of the compost?
Well, when you compost cow manure, it's a little different kind of a bird because you're starting out with a product that's high in nitrogen. So we have to come in with an amendment to give it a carbon source to get that happy balance to make things heat up and compost properly. So we bed our cows generously, actually with paper, newsprint and stuff as well. It's a nice clean carbon source and helps things get cooking nicely. And if we have some rained on hay or something like that, we'd put that out there as well. Because if you get one of those years where it's a cool, rainy summer and nothing's heating up, if we put a little bit of rained on hay out there, it'll get our windrows heating up practically overnight, and then it'll really make things start cooking nicely. You want to get a good hot windrow. That way you know things are where they have to be. When it comes out of the barn, it's very high in moisture, so you got to get it to dry out. You got to get the right moisture before it starts composting down. So we spread it the whole length of our rows, and it's like drying hay in a sense. You got to get your manure to the right moisture. Then when it dries down, we take the skid loader or a compost turner or something, and we set it up on these rows so it can start breaking down. And then we amend it. It's amended already in the barn with our bedding. And then we amend it additional if we need some more. And then in nice weather like this, 3 times a week we would turn. And it's very interesting because you reduce your volume by about 60%. And you pretty much eliminate your odors when things are composting properly. And from the time it comes out of the barn, from the backside of the cow to the time it looks finished compost, it takes us about a year to have that stuff finished off.
Wow, 1 year.
Yeah.
And a lot of your time in turning it and all of that, so there's a lot of work that goes into it.
There's a lot of time invested, yeah, absolutely, and fuel, and yeah, very much so. It's labor intensive, and it's very weather sensitive as well. If you get a month where it's above normal rain, your windrows are going to die, and it's so muddy you can't really do anything. So it's a bit of a challenge with the weather, just like anything with farming.
I'm wondering, I see a lot of houses very close to your farm. It seems that Appleton has grown up all around you here. Do you ever hear from anyone who says that they smell cow manure and that they don't like it?
We've been very fortunate we haven't had that problem. And that was one of the the reasons we started composting, because you're standing in the middle of our manure system here right now, and you probably don't smell manure hardly at all.
I do not.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do not.
And so that was one of the reasons for composting. And of course, with the urban environment, it improves your sales because you got a good location. In the spring, when we're waking up, we always say we're waking up the windrows because they're frozen. And the first few times we turn, it smells like you spread manure for a few days till the bacteria wake up and start cooking them down. So yeah, we're kind of sensitive to the wind direction and different things when we start doing that stuff. But there's a few days earlier in the spring that there's no doubt you can smell manure around in the neighborhood here.
But that's just it, though.
Yeah.
Just a few days.
We haven't had any complaints yet, so and we're very fortunate that way. A lot of our neighbors are supportive.
That's good to hear. Mark, I'm curious, do you ever have people coming to you looking for advice on how to do this composting process on their own farm?
We do a little bit of that, but it's only if the University of Wisconsin man I work with was Kevin Erb. If he refers somebody our way, that's pretty much the only way we do that. And we'll get even other university people that aren't familiar with manure composting come here, and they see what we do. And we've probably had more university people than farmers come in to see how we're doing that and stuff like that. So we usually go through Kevin on that.
I see.
It was kind of a neat deal, actually. It was a National Sustainability Award, and it's from a manure operation here, as well as we no-till and zone-till our crops, and our community involvement as well. It's the whole sustainability thing. But we took top honors in Washington D.C. for what we're doing here for the environment and sustainability. It's kind of a big deal.
It does sound like a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that.
It's cool. Yeah.
That's great.
We've been charging $40 a cubic yard for probably 15 years, and our non-bulk customers at $2 a 5-gallon pail. It may be time for that to go up a little bit because the cost of doing business has gone up, and many of these people we have seen in the yard every year for many years, and you almost feel guilty raising your price. So we haven't been doing it.
You've been a farmer for many, many years. What's your advice to someone who's considering getting into farming?
It's a challenge. If you don't have a way in through family or relatives or something like that, it's very hard. And it's very hard to be small like we are, because you're at such a disadvantage at the marketplace right now. I have some youth apprentices helping me from local high schools, and they're interested in dairy farming for careers. So I send them to a friend of mine who has 1,300 cows. They don't like that big environment like that. They'd rather be little like I am. And it's a challenge, because it's expensive. And even for us, our composting sideline here diversifies us a bit and helps a small farm survive in the marketplace right now. So you got to have a little bit of something going on to survive. If you had to borrow a lot of money, and I think it'd be a real challenge if you wanted to be small getting started.
Peterson's Farm is located on Ballard Road on the north side of Appleton. If you'd like to buy compost, call them at 920-734-7317.